Hi, Carl, the product A to Z Business IT. I wanted to just take a quick minute or two to just talk about what the difference is between cybercrime and regular crime. And I'm going to talk about something we normally don't talk about, which is what happens once we finally catch a bad guy, potential bad guy, because he hasn't been convicted on this potential crime, but he was on one in 2015. His name is, and I'll go ahead and let me give you a little bit. If you hear, his name is Julius Kivimäki. I apologize if I'm mispronouncing it. I don't, he's from Finland, and he had already. So he's up for trial again. He's 26 years old, and he was charged with extorting a popular, now bankrupt online psychotherapy practice and thousands of its patients. So the Finnish authorities, they've done their duty, and they've produced a 2,200 page report laying out how he went on an extortion spree. He had a history, like I said, he was convicted already once in 2015 of perpetrating tens of thousands of cybercrime, including data breach and payment fraud and botnetting, and something calling him bomb threats. So that definitely has a lot of issues. Not somebody I'd really want to be friends with based on his history. But this is what I wanted to get into. So what he's being charged with currently was he was it's up for trial. This article's from November 16th of this year. But he was charged in last year with trying to extort money from the Vastramo Psychiatric Center, which is now bankrupt, as I've mentioned. In that breach, which occurred 2 years before that, the hacker was using the handle Ransom Man, allegedly, and threatened to publish patient psychotherapy notes if they didn't pay him, a six-figure ransom demand. Now, the practice refused. So Ransom Man, because we haven't yet finally convicted him, shifted to extorting individual patients, sending them targeted threatening emails to publish their therapy notes unless they paid $500 in euros apiece. When he found little success extorting his patients directly, then this really nice individual decided to upload to the dark web to a large compressed file containing all the stolen records. So what happened was the security experts soon discovered that Ransom Man, had mistakenly included an entire copy of their home folders when investigators found many clues pointing to his involvement. And by that time, he was no longer in Finland, but the Finnish government nevertheless charged him. They finally got a hold of this guy, and he's up. He was arrested in France. So, first of all, again, what's the difference between cyber crime and regular crime? As far as I'm concerned, there really isn't any difference, except that instead of maybe using a gun or a hand or a fist or something else, they used a computer and they did it from a distance. But they're still criminals. And when you look at this history, and now if this person is convicted of this, if these crimes do pan out to be true, and based on the information that we have, and that's all I can go by, it looks that way. This guy is no different than any person who would go in and, a dirtbag. I have no better word for it. And why do I say it? Because he was terrorizing individuals. He sent up all of their information onto the dark web. He exposed everybody's thoughts and secrets, and that's horrible. So the reason I wanted to share that, and you say, well, is to just let you know it's crime. And that's what we're working with, unfortunately, is when we deal with the IT space. The technology that's helping you grow and manage your business and allowing you to be secure. Security has to be number one prevalent when you're doing that, because you're interacting with the outside world as a business. And unfortunately, there are people like Julius all over the world who are looking, who don't care, who really don't have much to, they're not winners, in life, and they don't care. I mean, 26 years old, the sad part, on top of all the other lives that he ruined, one of the lives that he also ruined was his own. And, that's a shame. So, we know, look, securing your business can be a little challenging and daunting. If you need help, that's what we're here for. Carl, A to Z Business IT. I hope you guys are doing well. Guys, have a great day. All right. And take care.